Do you belong to my family? No, I mean family, blood family, or because you're technically not my blood family.
Do you have a secret hunch about how you will die? Means
I have a very public hunch.
hunch. Do you feel like you love me more? No. Got
There
it.
is no
Got
way.
it. We need more questions. Hi, everybody.
everybody.
Welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to do the Aron's technique. Do you know what that is?
Nope.
Okay.
I don't even know who Aron
Let
is.
me tell you. Arthur and Elaine Aron, they have spent their life studying love. And they put together what they call, I'm looking at my notes, the closeness generating process, which the New York Times has now called 36 questions to fall in love. And they tested this on 2 research assistants in their lab that didn't know what they were doing. This was the pilot test. They did this test together. They ended up falling in love, getting married, and inviting the whole lab to the wedding. And they didn't know it was a love test in the beginning, and they didn't know each other. So apparently this works. There's little research on how long you stay in love. They only have research till the first hour afterwards.
That you're gonna follow it up.
Yes, but the first hour afterwards, you're supposed to feel very close, like you've fallen in love with someone, that you know this person really well. So that's the goal. 36 questions. Not gonna show them all, that's too many, but let's see. The interesting ones, maybe I'll let you see them. We got cozy, got the candles lit, some cozy drinks going on in our cozy pajamas, because as a Taurus, I think love is with all the senses, with the smells, the sights, the feels.
Mm-hmm.
You smell good? Pretty good. All right, ready to fall in love?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's try. Wow. Okay. Question 1. If you could invite anyone in the world to dinner, who would it be?
You.
Lame.
Okay, then I don't invite you. You're uninvited.
Okay, thank you. Who would I invite to dinner? Michelle Obama.
I didn't want to say the answer. I didn't want to say the answer to you. I was 2 seconds before you said it. I was about to say. I had said it in my head. Michelle.
Michelle. Is that who you would invite, or you knew I would?
You would.
Oh, who
I
are
knew
you
what
gonna
you would
invite?
say. I
Some
said that
football
already.
player.
I don't know. I don't like people.
What about Mike Tomlin?
Would be probably pretty funny.
Right? There are people you would want. Okay. Would you like to be famous? And if so, in what way?
With a YouTube channel.
Yeah,
Boing.
make it happen. Subscribe. Bing, bing.
Maybe as a filmmaker to film nature documentaries and travel all around the world.
Ooh, nature documentaries. If I could be famous, I would want it to be probably for singing, I guess.
I was about to say, like, what should be?
Well, I don't know. Something fun. Maybe for making games.
Singing?
Maybe a game show host. I don't know.
So you're
Something
saying
theatrical.
so you're saying maybe for singing, but actually for something fun. So maybe not for singing.
Well, sorry, singing is also fun, but I feel like sometimes you have to be an amazing singer to be famous. But I want to do something fun, like a game show, or like maybe a singing show. I don't know, something good.
Okay.
When did you last sing to yourself or to someone else? Well, yours is harder. I can answer while he's thinking. I literally just had an interview. I was giving an interview for a position that we have it doesn't matter, but I couldn't find something in the book, and I was like, I don't know where it is. And I was like,
all the time.
I do that all the time, but I wasn't alone, and it was with a stranger. I don't find it annoying, but I'm sure someone on this planet, maybe half the people watching, are like, why do you do that? But I sing all the time.
I can picture people thinking that in general, not particularly with you, would be annoying, but that is one of the things that, if you ask me what I like about you, that's one of the things that, like, because you actually sing good. So if I did that, maybe people think it's annoying.
You sing as good as I do.
Sure. No, I don't know. Like, I also, like, I think I picked that up from you. Like, sometimes I also just make weird noises, but apparently singing. But I don't know when I did that.
You sing a lot. You sing when songs get stuck in your head, or if you just watched a reel or something, you'll be singing it.
Yeah, true.
You sing.
So I'm a TikTok singer.
You are,
or
yes.
Instagram reel singer.
Yeah, you're a real singer. You're a real one. Do you have a secret hunch about how you will die? Means
I have a very public hunch.
Hunch. I wasn't sure. I was just about to explain the word hunch to you. I wasn't sure if you knew what that meant. Okay, so you know it only as this hunch. Hunch is like, do you have a feeling? Name 3 things you and your partner appear to have in common.
Humor.
Height.
Mm-hmm.
Nationality.
Mm-hmm. I think she didn't understand the question. I'm not sure about that, but I think something went wrong over there. I know there was a lot going wrong.
Definitely not brains, because only one of us has those. If you could change anything about the way you were raised, what would it be?
With both parents?
You'd want to be raised with both parents?
I mean, I don't know because I don't know how it is, but sure.
Would you still want to be raised with both parents if they were fighting all the time?
Then probably not, but
Right.
then I would have experienced it.
Being raised with both parents isn't always.
But it's the question is change something, so
Okay.
you won't know how it is.
I don't think I would change anything. First of all, I really liked my family, my childhood. That's not what I mean.
Mama, I love you.
That's not what I mean. No, I just think so much of who you are now is who you were always. I know you think that too.
Everything
so I just think
that he would have changed changed the whole outcome.
Right.
Like if my parents would have stayed a day longer together, then I wouldn't be sitting here.
Right.
So basically any question about changing something in your life before
it's going to be for
basically
me
a no,
not going to be possible. If you could wake up tomorrow having gained any one quality or ability, what would it be?
Beaming.
Beaming?
Yeah.
What does that mean? Like a light?
Yeah.
You want to be a flashlight?
No, from...
I said like a light and you said yes.
Like traveling with... Transportation.
I want to be transportation.
I want to be a truck.
Teleportation.
No, teleportation.
Money.
Yeah, in German we call it beaming.
Beaming.
Like,
it's cute. Beaming is like a big flashlight. It makes a beam.
Yeah. I mean, you're traveling with light.
Yeah,
like,
but I thought you meant you wanted to glow.
Speed. No. No.
What's the greatest accomplishment of your life?
Maybe like what I just said, like doing that difference from staying in Berlin to just jumping on the like I travel the world trip, even though I didn't even realize that I was now like abandoning all my ideas of staying in Berlin. I just left. It wasn't like, oh my God, but I told myself I would stay in Berlin. I didn't even think about it. So I would think that was the greatest and also a very important accomplishment in my life because that changed everything.
I would also think that like when I got the AIDA contract and they were like, you have to move to Hamburg and we don't help you with that and you don't speak the language. And then I found Mike. Hi, Mike. I hope you're watching. I found Mike and he was like, you can stay in my place. But all I knew is he was a single like security guard size German guy who was like, come live in my house. And I was like, I could get murdered. And I had no other choice. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. And now I would gladly stay with Mike and have 3 different times because he is a nice person. But that could have gone really bad. And that was like a very scary accomplishment. That was my first time out of the country. Maybe a big accomplishment is that I've always stuck to what I want to do and not what everyone thinks is right, like what I think is right. And starting with where I went to college and what I studied and then what jobs I take. And people have different ideas of like, I could have made more money if I did this normal thing, or I could have blah, blah, blah. But I've always done what I felt was right. And then I got to see the world. I met a German, like who thinks when you're 18, you're going to marry a German person from Germany.
Especially when you bullied your back then boyfriend about learning German.
Yeah, especially when you
would never need that.
Exactly. When you learn Spanish and think that you're going to be in New York your whole life. So I'm just proud of being able to, without as much as I like to be able to see every step in the future, that's actually not how my life has gone. I can't see every step, but I just take the next step that feels right. And it's just led me to many cool things. What is your most treasured memory?
3215.
Do you even have memory of that?
Yeah, I do. You don't?
I mean...
Explanation, that's how she invited me over on the ship, because that was her cabin number.
Yeah, that's a story for another video. The full story for another video.
Yeah.
I think the more treasured memory for me, that's cute. Sorry for ignoring you. I'm listening. That was cute. But the treasured one is more on the cliffs of Dover, when I heard your laugh. And Courtney was with me. Also a story for another video, because we definitely need like a what is our story video. But we had just started to get to know each other. We were both out of the ship with different groups of people, and we hadn't run into crew all day. And all of a sudden I heard what I thought was Jörn's laugh. And like I looked down these big cliffs in Dover, and he was down there, and then he heard my laugh and looked up to me. It was just this weird, for me, that was the day where I was like, the universe is saying to me, like, you can like trust this person, or like you can pursue something with this person. Like, don't be scared, just like get to know him better. I can't explain it. It's a me and the universe thing. But that memory is the treasured one to me, because that was where I was like, okay, I'm going to lean into this. And then it changed my life. We're at halftime now. Happy halftime. Do you feel
warm
at all any more in love with me?
I mean, the most of the stuff we know about each other already, because we know each other very well, and it's not like you tell each other like.
I was just checking secrets. You don't gotta give a big explanation. Do you feel like you love me more? No. Got it. Got it. We need more questions. I like how musical you are, secretly musical, because he doesn't, if you see him dance, he doesn't look musical. But if you ever see him cut music, he can cut music like a producer in my brain, in my opinion, I mean, like to make it sound like that was the original cut. He never cuts, like as a dancer, he always cuts after 8 and before 1. Like I know, Mom, I love you. Sometimes Mom would cut music and somehow she'd be missing, like she'd cut at 7 and 8 would be missing and we'd jump at 1 and I'd be like, ugh. And you naturally feel the correct rhythm when you're not dancing.
I love your organized brain, the organized part of you, the one part of you that's organized. Yeah, I really like that about you, and I think you are a great organizer, great planner, and not only because I don't have to worry about it, but everything you do is great.
Thanks. Yeah.
That's true.
No, I was just thinking like that's like we love to travel and I love to plan. So basically I will plan the whole trip and then Jörn just wakes up and it's like, what are we doing today? I'm like, isn't it so nice that you don't even know how any of this happened? It's just happening in your life. Complete this sentence. I wish I had someone with whom I could share.
Love for fast food.
No. Oh. Oh, no, I was going to think like my tarot reading and meditation and moon watching.
My night side football watchings.
I sometimes do it. Yeah. This season I haven't done it yet.
5 minutes in.
Our battery died and our angle might be different. It's going to be fine. When did you last cry? Alone and in front of someone else? I can answer that for both of us. He's never cried in his whole freaking life, even apparently as a child and as a baby. He doesn't cry. Good for you. So never. I'm not bitter about it. He didn't cry when I walked down the aisle. Not bitter about it. I cry often. I cried in Madeira the last time, which is now a couple weeks ago. I cried the first 2 nights, but I always get overwhelmed on vacation because I just want to stay there. And I'm trying to figure out how do I just live in vacation? And then I cry about him. How do I live here? Anyway, do you want to say anything about crying?
You were right about me.
Who told you as a child that you're not allowed to cry?
Nobody.
What's your issue? It just
doesn't happen. Like, I don't know why to cry. Like, why?
Cry when I leave you for Corona happens and they say, get off the ship. We're gonna see each other. You're not going to see each other again and you don't know when. You almost cried that day.
Almost.
Okay. Tell your partner something that you like about them already. I know. I don't know. These questions do seem to repeat. Yeah. We got to say. We feel a little repetitive, especially for a married couple. Okay, 2 more. Of all the people in your family, whose death would you find most disturbing and why? Lord.
Like, do you belong to my family? I think, I mean, yeah, no, I mean, family, blood family, or because you're technically not my blood family. But
Can you just
of course,
remove these rings really quick because we are not a
but
family?
then it's obvious.
You just asked me if I was in your family.
No, I mean, if that, because like I have you, so what else? Like,
I thought we were falling in love, not out. I thought we were gonna like each other more.
stop being dramatic.
I got scared of the candle.
They're like,
okay, we are supposed to. I want to make sure we get this done before we lose battery again. We're supposed to stare into each other's eyes for 4 minutes. You ready?
Okay.
That's all you're supposed to do. It's supposed to bring us closer. Ready? Did you just fart?
No. Bloopers.
Okay.
Pooper blooper.
Oh my god. You haven't blinked?
Now when
Freaking
you just bend forward,
No, freaking psycho. Are we in love or am I afraid? I don't know.
She's complaining when I make moderations or something because I don't blink into the camera.
Freaking psycho. It was 3 minutes. What the heck? Okay. All right. What's your reaction? Are we in love? I'm terrified a little bit. I don't know if that worked.
Your questionnaire doesn't work. She's terrified of me now.
Ow. Oh, sorry. Okay, what do you think? Quick review. Do you think, I think maybe for partners who don't know each other well, that would be good. That would be really great. We talked too much in depth with each other, I think. So there were, again, kind of like with Would You Rather, not so many questions that we didn't know. And we had some telepathic answers and things, and sometimes the answers are the same, so it's a little boring for us and for you probably to hear us. But
I'm proud of you for making it all the way through wherever we are right now.
Do you love me though?
Yeah.
I love you too. I love you the same. I love you the same. I was just gonna say, I don't want to lie and say I love you more because I was trying to think, was there a question I was surprised by?
I don't think there was anything new.
Nothing new. Yeah, not for us, but I think it could work. So I say give it a try. I do love you. I don't think I've stared into your eyes for 3 minutes before and you've never blinked. So. You love me?
Yeah.
Show me? Okay, then hope you enjoyed it. Hope you go try it. Do it with your best friend if you want instead. My sister did it that way. I heard it's also fun. Do that. And like, subscribe, and comment. Tell us, did you like one of the questions for your own self? Did you have an interesting answer? Tell us so we get closer to you.
And if you have another question that you want to ask, just put it in the comments and we're going to answer there.
Exactly. All right, till next time.
Bye.
Bye.